Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? Yay, we're back using the beautiful spirit cards. They're so ethereal and lovely and dreamy and light. They're perfect for the season. And I love the impact of this Jaguar spirit, this authority, opportunity, and integrity. And it reminded me of how I was feeling last night. It was like quite late. I was watching some of my funny podcasts and finishing up some jewelry. And then I was just pausing for a moment and I was like, just pay attention to your thoughts and then let them go. And I was amazed at how much direction we really do have over our thoughts when we want to just dismiss them and say, you know what, this isn't helpful. You're pressurizing yourself, or this isn't true. This is some weird narrative. This is you thinking you need to do more. This is ego, whatever it is, and dismissing it and deciding to pick up on something that makes you feel strong and capable and loved and connected and all the things that are important, which brings us to plant spirit. This is interdependence, growth, and support, and knowing that there is support everywhere. I feel like nature is my biggest supporter. When I go out for a walk, I sit in my backyard, I feel it. There's a beautiful quote in the book, "The clearest way to the universe is through forest wilderness." When I'm immersed in trees or sitting in sand and just seeing like endless bodies of water, ocean, lakes, whatever it is, the calm, the connection, everything. And I feel like plant spirit is always here supporting us, whether it's in the form of food or medicine, the shade of a tree. Our lives are completely intertwined and interdependent with the plant kingdom, and it provides for our needs. So when you think about it, like back in the primal days, everything was there. We had caves, we had trees, we had fish in the ocean, all this beautiful stuff. So we can work with this energy and restore ourselves back to balance on this planet as well. I remember a while ago hearing a great discussion about how within 100 years, we are going to be a super agriculturally based society. We're going to demilitarize and we're going to invest that money in what matters, the planet and our future. And I love that concept because I honestly do believe that the way people think and how we are woken to, the care and necessary care of our planet and cleaning up and looking after it is going to come into focus much more than protecting a little plot of land here and there, that sort of thing. I feel like I love this thing. There was this little thing in there, a little story about the great mystic and horticulturist Luther Burbank in The Plant Wizard. He developed hundreds of new varieties of plants, and among them a cactus without spines. And the secret is love, he would say, telling them they had nothing to fear. The cactus heard him through the vibration behind his words, and trusting him began to grow without their thorns. I just love that so much. And that's the thing that we should impart to our children, to our spouses, to our clients, to our friends, to our neighbors, everything. You have nothing to fear. We are all here together, which I love. And the really cool thing about my neighborhood is that I notice we all have a lot of similar tree species, these beautiful red Japanese maples that just kind of sprouted here, and they're really lovely. And I just love the idea that anytime we need to kind of like reconcile with our quieter, more balanced self, all we need to do is step outside and look up in the sky, look at a tree. We have rabbits running everywhere right now, which I think is really beautiful. And sometimes we forget we're in too many buildings, right? And this time of Christmas where people are like shopping and it's a little hustly bustly, parking and cars and all that is not really conducive to this plant spirit. So if we can walk somewhere, let's try that. But I love this Jaguar spirit too. This is I am the leader of my life. I know what to do and I do it with awareness and compassion and for the highest good of all. It carries an aura of natural authority that comes from being just the most powerful and agile predator in the forest. And the jaguar lives and thrives in dense and watery habitats like swamplands and wetlands of the Amazonian rainforest. And they're pretty fearsome predators. They're good climbers. They can perch themselves to a really high vantage point and just pounce on the unsuspecting prey below. And I feel like Jaguar spirit is always the first to see and seize these new opportunities. This means they may often be the first on your circle to choose a new way, but you're acting from an inner authority that has no need for approval when you're deciding which opportunities to choose. This goes for which people you choose to be with, which business deals you pursue, and even which vacation to take. It's not like, oh, well, I think that these IG pictures of me and Polly will look so what. Forget it. It's like, it's about what's deep in your soul and what do you really want to learn from this, and just working with your natural agility and not lingering. There will be better opportunities coming along the way, and you'll have the right foresight to just pounce on them, which I love. I just feel like it's one of those things, say yes to what you truly believe in and forget what everybody else is doing. It's that that individual strength, I really want this, therefore I'm going to go for it. And I don't really mind what anybody else is doing, thinking, or saying, or feeling about it. It's important to you. So this brings us to Light Spirit. This is one of my favorite cards just because it's so gorgeous, and I love any kind of bird, and I love macaws, and I love just these birds. This bird right here cracks me up because it reminds me of my Auntie Anne's, and that bird swore like a sailor because my brothers would always swear it. It was so funny. Ladies would come over for tea and the bird would tell them to shut the F up, and everybody would die laughing. It was so funny. So this is about intuition, guidance, and vision. So beautiful. Look at the misty. And if you guys haven't noticed, look at the beautiful geometrics in the back. I love the geometrics in the background of these. So Light Spirit's message is to become more keenly aware of intuition and to trust and follow its guidance. The lighter and quieter you are within, the more access you have to this guidance. Very true. We know this for sure, right? So something we can do is close our eyes and softly bring our attention to our breathing without trying to change it. Imagine like a beautiful crystalline white light that's coming down the crown of your head. See and feel this beautiful radiant light filling every part of your body, like a gorgeous waterfall, pure unconditional love, and understand that it's a gift from our Creator here to activate your energy field and transmute your entire body in this light. I have been observing some of my favorite speakers and podcasters, and I can tell when they are, they are present and excited to be where they are, and they are tuned into other people, or if they are getting run down and they're checked out. And it's an interesting thing because I think sometimes we forget to just say, hey, if I don't want to be here, why am I here? But sometimes we show up to places when we can't really show up. So this Light Spirit helps us regroup. It's a spirit of intuition and guidance and vision, and it represents our awareness within. The qualities of light are the qualities that help us see and understand more clearly. So if anybody says, doesn't matter, family member, friend, says something we don't particularly like or agree with, we don't have to get reactive. We don't have to argue. We can just see it for what it is. Somebody else's opinion or point of view, we just let it go, This is like safe guidance through challenges. And life can be a lot like little bumper cars, right? We bump into something and then we got to navigate to make clearance. And I feel like intuition is such a beautiful gift when we pay attention to us. It guides us to the right people, to the right places, to the right things to say. It helps us slow down and focus and renew when we need that. It's like sometimes we will get in that car and just gas it and just keep going, and it's like you can pull over and you can have a drink of water and you can stop and you can take it easy and you can realign. And another thing too that I like to remember with this Light Spirit is if you make a choice, there are not wrong choices. If you are thinking, I would like to go here or go there or do this or that, it is just one. That one may be more enjoyable than the other. And at any point you can alter course. So if you're thinking about one job, don't lament and drive yourself in circles about, well, what if I do this and I don't like it? You can always alter your course. You are never stuck anywhere. And Light Spirit always reminds us that there is always time. There's always plentiful ideas and creation and abundance. You will always have the resources you need, the food, the ideas, the people, the love, all of that. And I feel like all of these cards are beautifully connected. That when we are looking for growth, we will find support. When we do respect our own authority and we do believe in ourselves and our choices, we make them with integrity and we seize those opportunities, but we do it from a space of light spirit. We listen to our intuition, we listen to guidance, and we envision ourselves in that place with that person, in that opportunity. We see how it feels, and when it feels right, that's when we move towards it and we embrace it. And again, we don't have FOMO, forget the fear of missing out. Everything that is around you and opportunities and availing themselves to you will circle back around. Everything's in cycles, right? All this beautiful cyclical energy. And I feel like it's a more peaceful, soothing time. Right after this full moon, we're like feeling settled and we can slow down, and we can really kind of like see that veil is lifted. Now all these beautiful opportunities to get creative, to connect, and to be able to listen, really listen with our heart and decide, hey, does this feel right for me? So my beauties, that is what you are meant to hear today. Tomorrow I'll do a lovely flip through of this deck because it is utterly dreamy and I love it to the ends of the earth. And thank you guys so much for taking the time out to listen and your beautiful comments and, just chill in this holiday season. We're taking it easy, right? It's not about the gifts. It's about the sentiment and being together and just, maybe sending off a little note. Hey, I was thinking about you. How are you doing? So love and light.